Welcome back to Jeff Koinange live on this really frigid Wednesday evening at the Villa Rosa Kempinski. Even one of my guests, Edwin Sifuna, is sipping tea or something warm over there because it is chilly, but conversation is smoking hot. Sifuna showed up with former Deputy Speaker Farah Maalim, and we're talking issues. We're talking politics 101. Keep tweeting at Edwin Sifuna, at Farah Maalim, at Koinange Jeff. The hashtag is Mundu Humundu. Or as my director, Steve Okedi, says, maybe we should start a new hashtag, someone tell a babu. That's right. Hashtag someone tell a babu that the show must go on. Amaje.
Lazima.
Hey, mwambie tuheshimiane.
Lazima.
I mean, how can he not show up? Who doesn't show up for JKL?
No, you're talking about Ababu?
Yeah, let's not talk about him. Let's move. Let's move.
Leave the young man alone.
Yeah. You like him a lot anyway.
Yeah,
so, gentlemen, the shortlisting for the next Chief Justice has just come out.
Yes,
you all saw today's headlines?
Yes.
6 people have been shortlisted.
Yes.
The one person who the Grand Mullah, your good friend, said that would make a great CJ, Makau Mutua, struck off the list. But amongst the 6 are Smoking Wanjala, great guy, Al-Nashir Visram, Court of Appeal, and his colleague Bogoli.
Msaga Bogoli.
Yes, there's a woman, Rosalind Nambuye, right?
Yeah.
And
Kitonga.
Yes, Zamba Kitonga. What do you think of the names, by the way, Sifuna? What do you think of those, the 6?
Well, all of those names are people of, credible, qualified. I would understand how they ended up on the shortlist, but still we want some level of transparency and clarity on how those who did not end up on the shortlist.
You think Macau is seething right now? Is he seething wherever he is?
No.
No, you don't think so much more?
I think he was prepared for any eventuality.
But he sent a 47-page CV.
Yeah.
He sent tons and tons of
It doesn't
papers.
matter when we see the reasons why his name was excluded, then we will understand.
Your friend put it last
Yes,
time.
he was the best.
And I'm surprised he's saying such a good words about him because there used to be such a serious bad blood between themselves before.
Between the Grand Mullah and Macau?
Yes, serious bad blood. And if you look at when he lost the JSC and watch that article that was written by Macau,
Yes.
Mutua,
Yes.
which was very factual, very good, exceptionally well described.
And he tore him apart.
He tore him seriously apart. Grand Mullah was, so you call him Grand Mullah. We don't call him Grand Mullah. We just call him Ahmad Nasir because Mullah is a too big name for him. His uncle, his late uncle,
Yes.
Sheikh Ahmed.
Yeah.
Sheikh Ahmed was powerful Grand Mullah, literally an authority in the whole Somali nation. And the Muslim, but for Ahmed Nasir, no.
He's not the Grand Mullah?
No.
Okay.
Don't mess with that name. That's a religious name. Ahmed Sheikh. Like trying to call somebody Sheikh or call him somebody the Pope. You better be careful with that. But you're talking about the list that's there.
Yes. Mheshimiwa, who do you think amongst the 6?
I don't know many of them. I know 3 of them fairly well, and I followed. As also a student of law, I followed quite a bit of their own things, and I have profound respect for them.
The 6 or
3?
The 3 you know?
3. We didn't have a problem with Al-Nashir Visram last time, other than the fact that the process that brought him to the floor of the House is what we are not happy with.
Right.
And you never know. It was a mistake in one way or the other.
So now he has a second chance?
I have no problem if he's appointed. I think he is a fine what you call man of jurisprudence also.
Okay. How about Smoking?
Smoking equally is very good, very sharp, very brilliant. And
is he smoking?
Of course he's smoking. But it's Msaga Bogoli. Kitonga.
Zamba.
If you wanted serious reforms, when you pick somebody from inside, it takes time for that reform. You need an outsider. The reason why the judiciary has expanded the manner it has expanded is because we brought William Mutunga from outside.
Right.
You brought him from outside.
Yeah, but he had his issues as well, huh?
He had some small minor issues, but in terms of the bigger picture, he did a fantastic job.
Sifuna, who would you like to see?
One of the main concerns that I had, Jeff, is if you go back to the litigation that surrounded the exit of Justice Kalpana Rawal and Philip Tunoi. The question of conflict of interest of members of the JSC who are also members of the bench arose and was brought up in that particular matter. And Justice Mokin Wanjala was one of those judges who agreed that he, as a member of the JSC, sitting
on that matter, yes,
right,
will disqualify himself.
Recused himself.
That he accepted that there was conflict of interest and apparent bias in that matter. Now, on the flip side, does that bias exist as well when the JSC is considering his application? That is the question we're asking ourselves. You will be surprised. For instance, we would like to understand why you would shortlist one judge of the Supreme Court and leave out the other. The other judge that was left out was Justice J.B. Ojwang. I, for a fact, having followed the proceedings before the Supreme Court and the manner in which Justice Ojwang went about that brief and the positions that he took against the JSC, I knew he had very little chance of making it as Chief Justice because he had taken these very strong positions. I think in all the rulings that he wrote, he took very strong positions against the JSC. Is that bias playing on the minds of the JSC when considering this particular
the JSC, aren't you a member of JSC?
No, we have representatives of the LSK in the JSC.
We have one problem. We have a conflict of interest in the manner the JSC itself.
But they're in charge. It's the body that's been picked.
Hang on. And you don't expect a legitimate product from an illegitimate body or a process for that matter.
So how would you prefer it?
Can I just finish?
How would you prefer it?
Can I just finish it? Here you have people who are going to determine who is going to be the Chief Justice, who is going to be the employment of all the judges, and they themselves are interested party there in that judiciary. Some of them, and then you have lawyers who are going to determine who are the judges that are going to appear before them. Which is a conflict of interest, and magistrates for that matter. So there's a bit of a problem. I think this needs to be recrafted against differently from the way it is. Right?
It's tough.
It's very tough. Having said that, if you want to go for insiders, the three men who are Musaga Mbogoli, Smokin Wanjala, and Al-Nashir. I think I want to think
any one of those three.
Any one of those three. If you want to go for outsiders to bring in the kind of reforms that William Mutunga brought in, bring in Kitonga. Bring in Kitonga. You really want to have a revolution in this place?
Yes.
Not a rebel, but somebody who wants to see everything done like yesterday.
And he'll get it done?
He will get it done. Like
Deputy Speaker, Edwin. Deputy Speaker?
Deputy CJ?
Deputy, I'm sorry. Deputy, what am I saying? Deputy CJ.
Yes, there is 13 candidates that have been shortlisted.
Agnes Murgo?
There's...
I'm asking you a question.
Yes.
What do you think of her?
She's a qualified judge. She's been a judge and she meets all the qualifications that are set down by law. She's amongst the 13 that have been shortlisted.
Many women.
Absolutely. Many of them women.
Yes.
I think
whatever you want to say about Nancy Baraza in the last bench, she was, in my opinion, powerful in her own rights. And interested forces, what do you call insidious forces, in there took care of her because of her independence.
Shame.
That time we had two very powerfully independent.
She was good, huh?
She was exceptional. She's a lecturer at the university. She just got her PhD.
And you're about to get your LLB?
I'm getting end of this year.
LLB?
3 months from here. Everybody thought I was a lawyer. I'm never a lawyer.
I always thought though.
No. I was.
You just argue a lot, you know.
Well, I had a lot of interest in law. I can assure you that throughout my life. I was a lawmaker. But right. Now I'm getting that. The law degree.
Okay. Speaking of lawmaking, can you beat Duale in Garissa?
In Garissa, why don't you go and commission your own independent opinion poll in Garissa? Inshallah, God willing, the margins will not be 2,000. It's going to be 25,000.
Where will 25,000 people come from?
You want to bet on it?
I'm sorry, are they all in Dadaab or they wouldn't have left Dadaab?
We have already got registered, I think, about 6,000. And before the end of before we get to the elections, we'll have about 55,000.
You're going to beat Duale?
Registered. Well, all indications are God willing, Allah willing. All indications are Duale has.
You don't sound very confident, huh? I mean,
no.
All indications. What is this? All indications.
I come from.
Tell me you win by 10 a.m.
I come from a faith, and I don't like bragging. I don't like bragging. You get my point?
Yes.
But you want to bet on it?
Go on.
You can go ahead and bet on it. You're not going to lose your bet.
You're sending him home?
Well, he's inshallah already gone home. But he's my cousin also, you know that.
I know, you're all related, all of you.
Family, yes.
Even the Grand Mullah is like your distant cousin.
I'm an uncle to him. I'm an uncle to the Grand Mullah.
God, I mean,
so the point is...
people are too many, man.
That is racist.
Sifuna, do you have political ambitions?
But you don't appoint him a cabinet minister. Duale.
Or if he loses, he'll get a CS position.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He has to be given that.
Other than SG for ODM.
You're asking the SG of the largest party in the region whether he has political ambitions. Are you being serious, Jeff? Really?
But are you standing as MP?
Now, this is what we need to understand. I have come to accept that it is our responsibility to raise the caliber of leadership, especially for the people of Western Kenya.
Yes.
There's been a dearth of quality leadership in Western Kenya. For the longest time, if you ask somebody who comes from Bungoma, the first thing, you meet someone and they tell you they come from Bungoma, they ask you, is Wakoli Bifoli your MP?
Look, this man is a young man with a very brilliant future.
Yeah,
so don't bother him too much.
Are you from Bungoma?
Yeah, I'm from Bungoma.
Yes. Of course,
I'm
he's
from
from
Kandui
Bungoma.
constituency in Bungoma.
Which one?
Kandui constituency.
He has already done so much in the Law Society of Kenya.
He's helped a whole bunch of people,
yeah.
You know, from Babu Owino to
you. Why don't you start with yourself?
But you left me.
Tell your viewers, I used to bring you Fanta and Mandazi in the jail.
And he just couldn't persevere for one night.
Yeah, for one night he was crying. He was crying
and overturned the ruling.
I had to dry clean my coat.
I'm sorry, whose show is this? who are these people?
Anyway, I was telling you that we need to raise the caliber of leadership in Western Kenya so that we stop being a region that just produces the laughing stock of the country.
Yes.
Like we're not supposed to be represented by comedians, people who just bring comic relief on the national scene. You will see like Ababu's friend,
very eloquent.
Ababu's friend Waluke.
Yes.
When you ask people what they remember about Waluke, is that scene of him complaining about parliamentary tea without milk. When you know,
no, leave him alone.
That's what we are saying.
Right.
It's not being personal.
You need to get serious.
We are saying we need to be able to raise the caliber and review.
Are you
criteria.
that guy?
Absolutely.
Have you taken on Generali head on?
Where? He's run away. How do I take on somebody who's not there?
This is the beginning of the game, eh? We still have 1 year and how many months? 2 months.
Just one month.
I guess so. So, whatever.
Okay.
Anybody tells you I'm going to do that, just wait and see how it's going to be done, yeah.
Edwin, you got about a minute.
I want you to be in Garissa during that election time, eh?
You want to do what?
I want you to be in Garissa that election time, reporting from Garissa.
Really?
Yeah, township. You're welcome.
And if you lose?
I pay for your, you can bet, I told you on that.
And if you lose?
Put a serious bet on it, huh?
Got a minute to go before we end up. That's your camera over there.
Yes.
Final thoughts, my brother. Final thoughts. You can even address Generali to his face, because I know he's watching.
Yeah. Let's talk about issues.
No, it's okay. I've been requested to address him. I know if he's watching, I just want to tell him that this country is quite small. Even the world has become a global village. You can run, but there's very few places that you can hide. At the end of the day, you have to confront the issues that face you, and this is what we call mundu humundu. It cannot be mundu humundu when the mundu is running away. Real men sit down and talk about issues. It is nothing personal. I still consider him a friend.
This is your old friend, yeah?
Yes, I still consider him a friend. He's not an old friend, but he's still a friend.
Make sure you don't close the door on him and don't close on yourself.
There is absolutely no personal differences between me and him, and I would like an opportunity to actually sit down with him again and try and understand.
Would you?
Yes, and try to understand, because I've done it before. As his friend, I've told you about the intervention that we held, but we want to reassure the people of Western Kenya and the country at large that we, the people of Western Kenya, make decisions based on reason. We are not going to support a political movement or political party just because you've been told to support it, but because it makes sense for you.
Yeah.
We have to be convinced on the basis of policy. What is it that you're going to do to uplift our people from poverty? Otherwise, it's just you making noise.
Absolutely. Koshmua, you get the final word, man. Same camera.
ODM is strong.
I'm sorry, what?
ODM is strong.
Where?
Very strong. Very strong.
In Garissa?
All over the country. All over the country. Hang on a minute. All over the country. ODM is strong. The coalition is strong. We have a very powerful surprise for Kenyans. And we will win the elections. Barring any grand theft. of our votes, having a kind of a foolproof system in place.
Yes.
The machines, the commission, and everybody else, we will win this time with a landslide. Big, big landslide. It's just like Garissa Township.
I'm sorry, what movie is that again?
Inshallah, I'll tell you one thing. And so basically, look, your cousin is very young. He can still come back and win another time. Don't worry about it. He's very young. He's younger than me. He's younger than you. So don't worry about it, my friend. And you people have had it good for too long.
Yeah.
You still have it good again in the future.
All right. Ellie, there's a guy called Ellie 100% follow back. That's his name, huh? He says, Farah should run for president. He is very mature. Really? Yeah. Of what, Somalia?
Jeff.
Judith Dora Akola says, Edwin Sifuna, who are these comedians in Western Kenya leadership? Judith is asking.
No.
They know.
Don't mention
They know
them.
them.
Don't mention any name.
They know them.
Duale will be appointed CS.
Yes. Of course, Duale has had such a powerful loyalty for Jubilee, for Ruto and Uhuru. If they don't reward him as a clan, we'll have a problem, let me tell you.
And then
as Garissa people will have a...
Ndeti says, any political party with a symbol of posho mill or teapot might bring the elusive Luya party unity.
Why did he forget about the chicken?
Mundu kumundu, you're right, Ingoho. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Thanks for your time, Farah Maalim.
You're welcome.
And good luck in Garissa, man.
No,
and if you lose,
thank you.
just
don't worry. Don't worry about
brother,
that now.
Thank you.
Inshallah.
I like what you said about Ababu. You're still friends. You still want to, and if he wants to come on the show, sure, he can.
By the way, he's
man.
still welcome in ODM. We're not pushing him out of ODM.
Really?
Serious. We're not pushing him out of ODM.
Really?
Yeah. We might not.
He said he's taking his time to leave.
We're not going. We might not.
But Sifuna wants the papers. He's taken over the office.
No. We might not give him the nomination for Budalangi, but he's still in the party. And if you take over the government,
yes,
we could appoint him into a serious position.
Ababu,
yeah.
What would you give him?
Well, cabinet minister for youth and culture and whatever it is. He'll do a good job. Did you see what he did in the last government?
Yeah.
Oh, he did very well.
He did
for athletics and all that.
Really?
Oh yeah, sports. The boy has energy, by the way. Let me tell you.
Sugar as well. I'm sorry. Excuse me, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Keep tweeting at Edwin Sifuna, at Farah Maalim, at Koinange Jeff, the hashtag Mundu Khumundu. That's right, yeah?
Yes.
That's
how you say it.
Mundu Khumundu,
Yes, come on.
Yeah. Tomorrow night on JKL. Believe it or not, I don't know if he's in the country yet or he's on his way. Macau Mutua.
He's coming here tomorrow.
Well, he's flying into the country and he said he's
a guest tomorrow.
He's the guest tomorrow.
He's flying in just for you?
No, I think he was flying in to be interviewed.
He's a powerful class of his own. By the way, let me tell you.
No, don't tell me. Silas, you know Silas, eh?
Which one?
PM's guy, Silas. You know what he says?
Yes.
He says, Chama Iko Imara.
Chama Iko Imara. By the way, let me tell you, whatever you want to...
Oh, you know this?
Whatever you want to feel about Miguna,
yes.
He went to Osgood. Osgood is the premier law school in Canada.
Osgood?
Yes. The same place where Willie Mutunga got his PhD. I'm serious.
Yeah, but the Grand Ruler went to Cornell.
No.
He went to Cornell?
Cornell is as good as Osgood, I can tell you that. It's not better. Not better than that.
Thanks so much for watching. Keep tweeting at Edwin Sifuna, at Farah Maalim, at Koinange Jeff, hashtag Mundu Khumundu.
Might not disagree with him. We disagree with him,
this
but
guy will talk forever. Goodness, does he think he's in Garissa?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was the Speaker of the National Assembly. What's wrong with you?
Deputy
Speaker.
Order?
No. The Deputy Speaker and the Speaker are both addressed as Mr. Speaker.
Thanks so much for watching.
You better know that.
Good night. Good luck. God bless. Mr. Speaker? Is that what we call you?
Yes. That's what I was addressed for
Mr.
5 years.
Speaker.
Yeah. Wishful thinking.
What do you mean wishful thinking?
No, that was back in the